like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they got one name, but they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king. Make way for the big shots, big balls, big rings, big rocks, big bag, big moves, big cars, big man, big plan, get lost. We've been this wrong. Look at me now, they can't hold me down. So give me the crown. We're not the same, we're not the same. We're not the same, we run everything. We're not the same, we're not the same. They ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king.
I'm Breya Cunningham, and I'm a center.
And what are you most looking forward to this season?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to treat it like every other season, but I'm just trying to like have fun. Looking forward to like the tough games and hopefully making a state run.
And how are you feeling? You're coming off the COVID season. Now this season you're expected to have a full season and a run at state again. What did you take on that?
I'm pretty excited. You know, I'm just the COVID season we didn't really get to do much. A lot of people were missing for like COVID, like quarantines and everything. We didn't get to play state. We didn't have a full season. So I'm just grateful to be able to have a full season this year.
And the season before that, you guys was about to really make a run at state. You guys, I think, only lost one game that year, and the week you guys was going to head up north, that's when they shut everything down. And this team could just be just as good, or if not better. What's your take?
I don't know. I have a lot of faith in this team, so I'm hopefully that we can do what last season's team wasn't able to do and actually play the state game, like hopefully win it. But I'm just trying to get to state that way I can. Because freshman year we were cut short from that, so I'm just trying to be able to bring everybody that experience of being able to like be in the playoffs and then go to state.
And talk a little bit about some of the team goals and some of the personal goals going into this season.
Just regular team goals, you know, just play hard. Like, well, obviously the goal this year is to get to state and win, but you know, we all have like small individual goals, like, you know, play hard every game, play hard every practice, you know, and yeah, right.
This is your junior year or senior year?
My junior year.
And going into your junior year, like I said, you was on that team. That was your freshman year when y'all only
Yeah.
lost one game. And tell me how that helped you be the leader on the court of who you are today.
Yeah. You know, my freshman year we had Tahina as like basically our team captain. So playing with Tahina and Pua and Pearce and Jazzy and them freshman year, it like set the bar of how hard we had to play, and it like gave me an example of what leadership looks like. So I'm just, I don't know, quote unquote, like trying to do what they did and like walk in their footsteps and try to lead this team to like what Tahina was able to lead our freshman year team to.
And you guys, I know you played a couple of little scrimmages, not yet a regular season game. What's your sense of the core of this team going into this season?
I have a lot of faith in this team. Like our scrimmage games, we played really tough teams. Like off the bat, we played like Corona Centennial and all them. So we have like the ability to really be good this year. We just have to follow through. And these were preseason games, so not a lot of people take these serious because they don't go on records. So even if we did beat a lot of good teams or had close games with good teams, I can't really use that because going through season, it's like a different mindset, so it's going to be way tougher.
And going to some of the little funner more questions, what is typically on your playlist leading into a game, either in the car, in the locker room, or kind of like warming up? What do you listen to?
I dabble in all types of genres of music. Depends on the day, for real. Like, I don't know. I could go from listening to Beyonce to Lil Baby. I don't know. I don't really listen to the Lil Baby, but when I do, it's a special occasion, so it's pretty. Beyonce. That's it. That's the answer. Beyonce.
And since you're a big, if we had 3 former greats in the game, if you had Dwight Howard, Shaq, and Tim Duncan, you could only start one, bench one, and cut one. What would you do?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch basketball, so I don't know. Yeah.
You're good.
This upcoming season, I'm most looking forward to just going on a championship run and having fun with my team, just like the excitement with the crowd, because and just ultimately like those tough games because we have a target on our back. So just the back and forth games is what I'm most looking forward to.
I mean, what does that pressure feels like you mentioned, having a target on your back? What does that pressure feels like even in your own stadium or when you go on the road? How does that feel as a player?
I don't look at it as pressure. I just look at it as another game because I've already done the work. So you just got to go out there and it's basically the test. So to me, it's just like another game. Yeah.
And talk about some of that work that you put in. We're coming off the COVID season. Most people didn't have the amount of gym access as some others may have. But we know you put in the work. Tell us about some of that work you was able to put in this offseason.
I look at the COVID year as just another opportunity to get better because we weren't as much at school, so I was just able to get in the gym every day, 2 to 3 times a day. So it was just an opportunity. And with the school being closed, like I had to find another place, which was Ryan Mizuki's gym. So that's where I was most of the time, the mornings and the evenings. So it was just, I think, the best for me because it gave me more time.
And talk a little bit about some of the team goals and some of the personal goals going into this upcoming season.
Team goals, I just think, is to win a natty, and then have fun. And then personally, for me, I just want to be the best player I can be for my team. And like one of the biggest goals for me is to have sophomore player of the year this year.
And what is it like playing with you guys got one of the biggest bigs in the game, and alongside you got some phenomenal other guards and people you can kick it to. What has that been like thus far? I know you guys only played a couple of scrimmage games, but what is your take on what you've seen thus far?
Yeah, I love playing with Breya. Like, if I could have any big, it would just be Breya because she's just, like, one of, in my opinion, the best big you can ever have in the country because she's just that player. Like, she cleans up for you. She helps you on defense. You can get her the ball. You can trust her. And just that player. And then, like, our guards, everybody can score. So it's like if one of us is off, it doesn't matter because if they try to stop me, then you got Jada, you got Samir, you got Naomi, you got everybody. So we're just loaded.
And some of the fun questions, what do you typically rock with on your playlist, either driving to the game, riding to the game, or in your headphones? What do you typically listen to?
Any rap. Yeah, just any rap. But, like, if I had, like, right now, Walker Shaka. Yeah.
And do you watch some of the NBA right now?
Yeah.
So if it was 3 players, you could start one, bench one, or cut one. Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant.
I'm cutting LeBron. I'm benching Steph, and I'm starting Kevin.
Jada, what are you most looking forward to this upcoming season?
Definitely just becoming a better PG and a better teammate. Every day we come into practice and everyone is just having fun. I think we're so close off the court that on the court we trust each other, and the coaching staff is amazing. So just really just having fun with the team and, of course, winning the championship.
And how's the transformation been for you thus far?
Well, first day I was kind of nervous. We came late because of USA, and so everyone just really welcomed me, not just the basketball team, but everyone on campus. And so I'm super excited to get to know everybody. And so just being in San Diego is a lot different from Missouri, and everyone was just really welcoming about it. And whatever I needed, they got me. And like I said, like we became sisters in 2 months. And so just over the season, we're just going to get even closer. And I'm super excited to see how far we go.
And what is it like playing with one of the biggest bigs one of the biggest bigs in the game right now?
Yeah, not only the biggest, but the best. I'm 10 toes behind her, no doubt. Whatever you say, she's number one. Like, it doesn't matter. But I come off my pick and roll, and she's there. She sets amazing screens. She's goofy off the court. And I know she's 10 toes behind me as well. So just that dynamic duo is going to be tough.
And thus far, I know you guys just played a couple of workup games, not a regular season just yet. What's your take on the landscape of the team thus far?
I think we have a lot of silent killers. I think people really just come into the game thinking it's me, Taj, and Breya, but our other guards are ridiculously good. And I think they're going to come into the game scouting, and they're not going to know what's coming because we're so diverse, and we can switch positions up. Somebody else can run the PG. Breya's, of course, at the center, but she can step out, set screens, she can do whatever. So I think we haven't even scratched the surface yet. And what we always talk about is just when things go wrong, like how do we react to that? So I think when adversity hits, because we know it's coming, how are we going to react to that? So I'm super excited to see how the leadership picks up. I think we're all leaders, but just being more vocal, just letting each other know that we got you. Like if you mess up, get back on defense, we got you, high five, and just good attitudes, good mentality. And when God pushes us forward, when God knocks us down, make sure he's pushing us forward. And so I think it's super important that we're together in this thing. And we got a little acronym called FRESH. So we're going to come out knocking heads.
Right. And last year really don't count. It was the COVID year. The year before that, this team went like 32-1. So, like some of the teammates that interviewed earlier, they said this team kind of already got a target on their back. What does it feel like to already go into the season with that type of pressure?
I wouldn't call it pressure. We know people think we're good or we're supposed to be good. On paper, we're good, but we still got to prove ourselves. There's a lot of good teams this year, and there's a lot of people going for that spot because we didn't get to play last year, basically, in any state. And so I'm following Tahina's footsteps, really, and Kelsey Plum. We've had a lot of good guards, a lot of good people come out of this school. So I'm just following footsteps and making my own path, really. And we got a team full of hoopers, so it's us versus everybody.
Talk a little bit about some of the team goals and some of your personal goals going into the season.
Definitely. I think our main goal in the end is just to win the championship. But under that, we just want to be better people and better teammates. And so we're always talking about being positive. I think everyone on our team has a good personality and wants the best for everybody. So when we're playing selfless and we're just doing it for our team and not for us, that's when you can tell, like, well, this team's going to be good. And we've seen a snippet of that when we were playing preseason games. But I think what's so special about us is everyone thinks we're too small. I think that's what everyone's saying right now. Oh, they can't rebound, they can't play defense, they can't guard this girl. But that's what we do it for. We do it to prove everybody. We do it to prove ourselves right, basically. And so definitely the target on our back is there. And I think we embrace it positively instead of negatively.
What are you typically rocking out in your car or on your headphones game day?
Game day, a little bit of Young Boy. Rod Wave is kind of, it's different, but everyone thinks like, oh, why you listen to sad music? But Rod Wave hit me deep. But no, I think the team, we listen to we practice to like R&B, like old Rihanna, old Beyonce, just like old R&B, but we listen to everything really, especially in my car, my subs be booming. So I think everyone's been putting me on like different songs and like, oh, this is a California rapper, so we kind of mixing it up a little bit. But music in general, our team listens to a lot of music.
And are you paying attention to some of the NBA right now? It's been some phenomenal ball.
Yeah.
If you had three people, Stephen Curry, you can only start one, bench one, or cut one. You got Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, and LaMelo Ball.
I'm going to go with I'm starting Curry, I'm cutting KD, and on the bench is LaMelo. He's coming different this year. I think he's on his way to greatness, like for sure. Everyone doubted him, and so that's kind of like how we feel. Everyone's doubting us right now. Too small, they're new, they're all young. We have a lot of sophomores, but I think the way that we bond off the court is much bigger than basketball. Like we don't really talk to anybody else at school. We're all just together, and it's a small school, so we don't really have anybody else to talk to. But I think the bond that we have it carries to the floor, and then like if you're more together on the floor and you trust your teammates, you're gonna play better. We don't argue on the court. We don't do any of that. So if we gotta give up 5 shots, we're gonna do that. We're a very selfless team, and I think that's what puts us at an advantage for sure.
I'm looking forward to just playing together as a team. We're playing against a lot of good teams this year, and we have a pretty competitive schedule, so it'll be a lot of fun.
And I know you guys played a couple of World Cup games. The season's right around the corner. What's your take on the landscape of this team thus far?
So far, like in the games we've played, we're looking really good. I think we played really well together as a team. Like we're unselfish. Like we all want what's best for each other, and I think we just play really well together as a team.
And this is your second year here?
Third.
So,
yeah.
Also, you was here on that 32-1 team.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What was that like? Like some of the girls already said from that year and from some of what you guys are already on paper, it's already like you guys got a target on your back.
Yeah.
What does that feel like to have a target on your back and going to each game? You feel like you got to go into each game and prove the doubters and prove yourself that all the work you put in, you are who you are.
Yeah. It's just that target on the back that you call. It just makes us know that we have to keep working, that there's always a team that's going to be coming for us. Like against every team we play, they're going to bring their A game. Like we're not going to have one easy game this season, so we just got to keep working and just prove everybody that we are the team that people say we are.
What are some of the team goals and some of your individual goals going into this season?
Team goals, we want to try and win CIF this year and eventually a state championship. That'd be the ultimate goal. And as far as individual goals, I say just be more consistent is one of the biggest ones, and just be a good leader, the leader that this team needs. So, yeah.
And what are you typically rocking out to on your playlist in a car ride to the game or
to
on your headphones?
To the game, okay, so like my drive to the game, it's more like upbeat, like old school songs, and then like before the game, like rap, like Lil Baby or like Polo G or something like that.
And so have you been paying attention to some of the NBA thus far this year?
Yeah, not too much, but yeah, I've been.
So I'm gonna give you 3 players. You can start one, bench one, and cut one.
Okay.
Go with Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, and LaMelo Ball.
Okay, I'm gonna cut LaMelo, bench Steph, and start Kevin Durant.
Well, as a senior, my last season, I'm just looking forward to have fun, spending time with my teammates. Last year, our season was kind of short, so we didn't get that team bonding time, and it was all kind of rushed, and it was a bit stressful. But this year, I'm looking forward to slowing back down again and spending time with my teammates.
How many seniors are on this team?
There are 2, me and one other senior named Gabby. Yeah, that's it, just 2.
And you being a senior on this team, you were on that 32-1 team, and you got a nice young core though. And like you said, being one of the older ones as far as age and being on that team, what can you provide this year, or what would you like to provide this year as far as the leader on and off the court?
As a senior this year, I hope to be the one that all the girls come to when they have problems on and off the court. I love helping them with homework. That's probably the thing I do the most. But whenever there is conflict between 2 of the girls, something really small, like some type of fight or anything, I'm usually the person they go to talk to about it, and then we work it out together. And I hope to be that mediator to keep the season flowing smoothly.
And what are some of the team goals and some of your individual goals that you would like to accomplish on and off the court?
I think the team goal, wow, that's a good question. We haven't talked about that. But I think the team goal would be just to find our flow, find what works best for us, and to just stay with it, I guess. As an individual, I'd say my goal is to, like I said, be a leader and a good role model for the rest of the girls, so that our program can stay strong and we can become a stronger team with stronger relationships.
And what are you typically rocking out to in the car on the way over here, or on your headphones before a game?
Definitely before a game. Usually some old R&B, some like 18-year-old Usher maybe. Yeah.
And basketball currently, as it is in NBA right now, if you had one, you could start, bench, and cut Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, and LaMelo Ball.
Ooh. I'd say seniority rules, so I'd cut LaMelo, bench Curry, and start Durant.
What are you most looking forward to this upcoming season?
Man, COVID year has ended, and just super excited to have a group and a regular schedule. Season starting in November. We got this good, young, talented team coming up, and we have a new addition, with Jada Williams, and just excited to be their coach and excited for the journey to see how far we can go.
And speaking about that COVID, what were you guys able to do? Like when you was at home during that COVID season, were you able to draw up more plays that you typically didn't run before? And like what was you able to do to get your team better for this year?
We did skill work, so we did some outside workouts. Boys and girls club, some of the gyms were open so we could get little like individual workouts in, but everything had to be masked up, the gym had to be wiped down. So it was just difficult, when you're used to being in the gym with your team and playing. I think it's hard getting used to playing with masks, and then we didn't know if we were going to have a high school season. And then when they said yes, it's a go, so it was just, everything was different.
You guys haven't had a regular season yet, but you guys had a couple of workup games. What would you say the landscape of this team is just thus far?
Oh, super excited. Yeah, we have strength at every position. We have guard play, we have shooters, we have post play. And the most exciting thing is the kids love each other and they play together, they cheer for each other, they share the ball. There's no selfish play out there, and when the kids are like that, it's so fun to coach.
And some of the girls said some of the people on the outside, the naysayers, think that, oh, they're undersized. But from what I know, you guys got one of the biggest bigs in the game.
Yes, yeah. Breya's, I think she's the best post player in the country. I've seen a lot. I watch a lot of basketball. Super skilled, keeps her feet down. But we play a lot bigger than we are. You know, some games last year we had to play without her. And so the guards learn to guard post play. They can front, they can help, and we've got speed and quickness too.
And what are some of the team goals and some of your individual goals that you would like to see accomplished with this team this year?
You know, our program is strong for many years, and once you hit that state championship game, the next year the goal has to be that, or you feel like you haven't accomplished what you should have. You know, so our goal this year, we're trying to win our league and then Open Division CIF, which is going to be tough here in San Diego, and then a regional championship, and you know the southern section's loaded, and then ultimately a state championship.
Like you said, we don't want to go too far ahead, but
Yeah.
a year and a half ago, before the COVID happened, you guys were like 32-1, and you guys were almost on that week was probably up on your way up north, and you could possibly do that all over again with this group of girls.
Absolutely, yeah. And that team was the same. Like it was something special about the team is when all the kids get along. Nobody cares who scores the points. You got great leadership on the team. That makes a difference. When you have a leader that wants to share the ball and wants to win more than anything else, it's a difference maker. Yeah.
Speak about that leader on the team or those individuals when you don't want to be yelling from the sideline, when you could feel or point to somebody on the field and they could anchor the girls down or huddle them up
Yeah.
and whisper something. Who are you
You know,
looking to?
this year it's been Jada. Jada has stepped into the program, and you know, obviously she's a high-profile player and can score. But for her, she wants to win more than anything, and so she sees the game. She understands the game. She knows when, oh yeah, we got to get Breya the ball, or we got to get Samaya a shot. She knows. So I can just talk to her from the sideline, and she's directing traffic, and she's coaching out on the floor.
And what are you typically rocking out to on a game day in your car ride over to the school?
I listen to just the radio. Whatever on the radio, that's what I listen to. Yeah.